Welcome to a ViewSonic unboxing. My name is Ray, and today I have for you the VP3481a. And this is probably, I would say, the most feature-packed monitor that we currently build. Why is that? It's a 34-inch ultra-wide with 90-watt USB-C charging, HDR support, 8-bit panel, color calibrated, 100 Hz refresh rate, and AMD FreeSync. So anything you would want to do on this monitor, whether it's video editing to gaming, it can do it. So let's get this open and show you why it's so cool. So this also, as part of our professional series, has what we call the pizza box, which is a really nice deployment strategy. So the whole thing opens up in one piece, just like that, and everything in here essentially is going to be cardboard, and most of it's recycled cardboard, so very minimal impact environmentally. As we get open here, we're going to have some of the cables. So we've got a DisplayPort to DisplayPort cable. We have a HDMI cable. So those being the most two popular digital connection ports, should cover you for most monitor types. We also have a USB cable. Of course, it has a power cable. And last thing, because we really did want to have every connector possible for connecting to this, it does have the USB-C included. And this does support the 90-watt charging that this will do. So if you have a high-end MacBook, like a 16-inch MacBook, this will fully charge that using one cable. Okay. So we pull this forward, so that kind of gives us more of the opportunity to kind of get to the monitor. It does come, because again, as I said, it is factory calibrated, so it does come with a calibration report to show you that the delta E is less than 2 on all of the colors for the sRGB color spectrum. And lastly, of course, you do have a quick start manual that tells you everything that's in the box and how to set it up. First things first, you take the stand out, and the stand is already fully assembled. You just have to uncover it. And this is a completely toolless design. In fact, this is a fast deployment design, so it just clicks in place, nothing else you need to do. There is actually a little guide here on the back. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it tells you to pull this thing apart so that you can have access to the connection here on the back. So you sort of expose the back of the monitor, you take your stand, you click it in, and then you pull the whole thing out in one piece. So let me just take this cover off the front here, and then we can take a look at the monitor. All right, and then uncover it here. And now you can see the full 34-inch curved monitor. Because it's an ultra-wide, the curve is that much more exaggerated. It's a 1800R curve, so if this continued all the way to a full circle, it would have an internal radius of 1.8 meters or 1800 millimeters. One of the cool things that we added to this monitor, we had a previous one called the VP3481. This is the VP3481a, and that revision actually brings in some cool things like a gigabit Ethernet port built into the monitor, as well as that 90-watt fast charging. That means that this effectively becomes a dock for your laptop. So you connect your terrestrial Ethernet to this. You're obviously not going to move this because it's on your desk. You plug in the one cable from USB-C to your laptop, and then that's it. The internet is sent to your laptop, the charging power is sent to your laptop sends the display signal to run the monitor, and also the USB gets transferred between the two. So everything can be done just by connecting to your monitor with one cable. So that's part of the usage that we see for this being really, really useful. And actually, if you go to a hot desking solution, or what we call a hotel desking solution, you can set these up at people's desks. They can bring in their work laptops, one cable, and boom, everything's up and running. They have a station they can work at for the day, and then when they're done, or if they need to move their computer, one cable, and they're on their way. And they have full productivity of a 34-inch monitor, great for side-by-side, and that makes it really wonderful. One of the other important use cases for this is actually for the person who is a streamer. That means somebody who actually games on their monitor, but then has to edit video on that same monitor. So we've already talked to the chops of this as being sort of a professional monitor in that it is an 8-bit panel and it has color calibration from the factory. In fact, we sell a kit that you can calibrate this with where it'll recalibrate it at a hardware level. Doesn't change the settings in Windows, actually changes the settings on the monitor. So if you switch computers, you go from a Mac to a PC or whatever, it will still be calibrated. So that's a nice feature. Add to that the fact that this has a resolution of 3440 by 1440, so your timelines, your tools, everything is in very high resolution and you can get a lot on that screen. Add to that the fact that this is actually a native 100 Hertz monitor, and that's where the gaming comes into it. Because this is 100 Hertz and it's AMD FreeSync. So if you're that streamer, you can edit the videos on this monitor, but you can also play the games on this monitor. And this really makes it an incredible dual-purpose product, as well as having the ability to be a dock for a second laptop. So really, this is one of the most feature-packed monitors that we sell. Add to that it's also one of the brightest that we sell at 400 nits of brightness. There's really no environment where this will not work really, really well. So this has just been a quick unboxing and overview of the VP3481a. Please watch this space for more exciting unboxings and videos from ViewSonic.